So, guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Please like, share, and comment. Let me hear of you. So today, guys, I'm here with my classmate and my friend Abby Gold. Like it's been a while we've seen each other. Like over a year now since the pandemic started, we've not seen each other, and we've been having online classes, online exam, online quiz, and everything. To me, it's tiring, but let's just get Abby point of view. So today I'm going to be asking Abby, what do you gain online class as a whole? Your your fear about online class, your what impressed you about online class, and everything you want to do. You have anything you want to say about online class? But let me start. Online class for me sometimes is relaxing because you don't need to bath, go to school and everything. You just need to sit in your room and start taking lecture, do your quizzes and everything. But on the other hand, sometimes you need to rub mind with your classmates to get answers. Not cheating, but at least. And me personally, I love it when I see teacher before me that explains things to me because through that I jot down. Then when I want to study, I'll just read through what I've jotted and do a little more of research. But through online class, I think the whole work is on us, right? So Abby,
That's so true.
yeah,
You know what? When the pandemic hit, I didn't I didn't think about the pandemic staying for a long time. So the online class was really unexpected, and of course, it. I did. To be honest, I didn't take it like happily at first because we got really used to having face-to-face classes.
yeah.
We For me, I am actually a visual learner, and
Same
I'm
here.
an audio learner, so I really need to see my instructor. And the body language for me is very important. So here in our school, we just have our modules
Yeah.
to answer. And well, of course, different schools have different ways in which they conduct online classes. But in terms of our school, we have the modules that we answer every single day. What I like most about our kind of online class is that we have blocks, right?
Yeah.
We have blocks, and then per block that is 4 weeks. So in those 4 weeks, we will be taking 2 to 3 subjects. So that would mean that every month we can focus on those 2 to 3 subjects, those subjects only. But the problem is we have major and minor subjects altogether. It shouldn't be major and major because that would be a lot.
So tired.
Yeah, we will need to study a lot of chapters, and since we only have a little amount of time because it's just 4 weeks, every day we have like 4 chapters to read, 4 to 5 chapters, so it's kind of heavy. And the first time, during the first few months, there were a lot of students who really said it's really tiring.
Let me chip it in.
Okay.
During microbiology,
Mhm.
no, yeah, microbiology, we did it online. Oh my goodness. At first, the previous month, I have minors. So I have like mathematics, they are minors, I can really understand. So when it comes to microbiology, it's just like boom, like it's too heavy on us. You need to do this, study this, get the medicine, the precaution, and everything. And I can't lie, the first quiz and PE1, I failed. You know what? So later I was like, no, if I continue like this, it's likely I fail this course permanently and I don't want to repeat it. So I reach out to not our classmates, they are a semester ahead of us, they are Kenyans. So shout out to my Kenyans friends. So I reached out to them, hey, are you do microbiology? the guy said yes, come to my house, and I went to his house. When I got there, I met like five other students
Wow.
in his room. So we are like six there. So we took our quizzes and exams together, and I have my 2.2. So that's it. If assuming I contact him earlier, then I will have from 1.0 in microbiology. But things still good. I passed, and it's 2.2 is a good grade. So
Yes, it's really good.
yeah, 2.2 is a good grade. So I have 2.2 there. So that's what scared me about online classes. Not that I can't read on my own, but sometimes you need to touch some points to be able to pass. You can't just start reading. The first quiz, I believe in personal study.
Mhm.
The first quiz, I studied very, very hard.
Yeah.
I studied very hard, sleepless night, drank coffee and everything. When the results came out, I had 40 something. I was so wow. I was expecting 70. I had 40. What happened?
Really?
So when I went to the place and we split our modules, so you take 1 to 5, you take 1 to 5,
Yes.
so we calculate, we read it, yeah, we come together and did the exam, and it was wow. So that's one thing about online classes. So how has online classes help you?
Yeah, that's really good. That's a really nice technique. It's because since we're studying a lot of things, having other people to help you, having great teamwork helps you understand the lesson better, and plus you can ask questions, and since they know that assigned topic to them that well, so they can answer. So it will become an exchange of information. That's a really good technique, you know?
Yeah.
It's because I'm really used to doing things independently.
Yeah.
So when the online classes happen, I usually just study on my own. I really study alone. There are times when people like share answers on the group chats, and
Yeah.
like it's just an exchange of information that we have. It's like a debate if that answer is better than this one, which one is more accurate.
And one thing about Filipinos, I must say, they are good in group discussion. Yeah, I remember one quiz like that. This guy actually make a group chat, and we did video, group connective video. Like, okay, 1 to 1 is A. No, it's B. No, we check and everything. We did group video.
Yeah.
Not that we are cheating, but we
Mm.
want to pass.
Yeah.
Okay? Not that if you ask me about that topic, I will be able to explain everything to you. But as a student, you need to be smart. Okay? That's it.
Because it's really really hard to do it alone.
Yeah, it's
And
not easy to do it alone. So for me, online class really helped me to do more research. So I remember during face-to-face class, that's when we write anatomy physiology.
yeah, I miss face to face.
I mean,
Oh
I
my.
really miss face-to-face class. Anatomy physiology is one of my best courses in Southwestern because I have my classmates, I have my friends, we did the subjects together. So, not that face-to-face class, let me explain face-to-face class to you. In Southwestern University, you can't cheat in face-to-face class. It's not possible. You understand? But I still love it because you read more, you know where to study. And I remember when my friends would be like, will send me questions and I will answer it during face to face class. Grivian, shout out to Grivian, he will be like, Mary, you did not study. You did not study. I'm like, Grivian, I tried my best. But thank God I passed it as well. And Abby, thank you so much during face to face class. Abby will literally get me lunch every afternoon. There was a time I would be like, no, Abby, I'm not going for lunch. I'll just stay and read. Okay, Abby will say, okay. And when Abby is coming back to the class, she will bring lunch for me. So, thank you so much, Abby.
I'm always
Yeah,
there.
so that's about online classes. You get to research more. You don't have anybody to depend on. You depend on yourself. You guys to Okay, and face-to-face classes you have to know more. I remember during pandemic when I'm already done with anatomy physiology, there is nothing, no major, no classes, nothing, everything. So I went back to my anatomy textbook just to
You missed
read.
it.
Yeah, just to read and understand. I read to pass the exam. So I went back, okay, how the what in some textbook they give you cases like
Yeah.
Mr. Jumbo is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
heavy burger and
You need to solve it.
yeah, sometimes his heart stop and everything. So you need to look for why did his heart stop when as his heart something
You
like
need to
that.
become an investigator.
Yeah, you need to become an investigator. That's what nursing school do to you. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Solve problems.
you solve problems. So online class really helped me very well, and face to face class really helped me. So Abby, aside studying, aside being in class, what do you miss about face to face classes?
You know what? Especially, you said during our anatomy, what I really missed is the lab.
Yeah.
I missed like seeing cadavers.
Oh my god!
Did they like it or?
Oh my goodness! Let's share our experience about cadaver.
Okay, go.
Okay, let me go first.
Okay, go.
The first time I went, by the way, I know not everybody watching this video is not science student. So let me explain what cadaver means to you. Cadaver is where they keep dead body for practical, a burnt dead body. So they already
For science.
yeah, for science. They already embalmed there, it cannot spoil, so you get to see liver, human liver, life, human
Everything.
kidney, life, every organ, both the male and female organ. So that's what cadaver is. The hair, the vein, the bone, the arteries, the everything. Okay, that's what cadaver is. So my first time of entering cadaver, I wear my glove. Okay,
It's really smelly.
yeah, because it's very smelly. I wear my nose mask and everything. So I think it's a child's play. So when I entered cadaver room, I literally want to faint. I want to pass out. But I'm the only African girl in our class, if not the only foreigner, right?
Yeah.
I'm the only
You're
foreigner.
the only one.
Yeah, I'm the only foreigner, and I don't just want to disappoint Africa. So I just need to be strong. I was shivering inside me, but I don't allow my fears to
Yeah.
come to me. So it was very
Controlled
scary.
everything.
So I remember Mr. Ogello. Do you remember his
Sir
name?
Jello.
Angelo, sorry.
Jello and Sir Adrian.
Adrian.
Yeah.
I think it's Angelo teaching of the physiology part side.
Yeah,
The lab. So I remember when he was carrying the soul, carrying everything with his. He already put glove on his and he was carrying them. Was like mad. Oh, why will you carry that body like this? And the worst part is we went to cadaver today. I think the following day
There were
or
6 bodies.
yeah, 6 bodies. I think the following day or the following week we had a moving exam in cadaver. Oh my god!
We needed to like identify what muscle was that, what bone was that, what part of the bone was that. So we need to be able to touch ourselves those parts. Because if we don't, it will be like, we'll just guess what part is that. And then, of course, the body is really complicated, right?
Yeah. It's becoming dark. So sometimes the color of the
It
vein and
changed.
it's changed.
Yes. So we really need to like, and then our teacher said, not that one, the other one. Was like, oh my god, I can only remember the other one. So what is this? So we really need to check it if it was the right muscle, if it was the right part. And we need to do it ourselves.
Yeah, moving exam was a fuck shit. And the funniest thing is some parts represent other. Imagine the vein, differentiating between the veins. It's literally everything looks alike. So that's my experience when I first entered the cadaver. So your experience when you entered the cadaver.
My first experience, it was also during that time because cadavers you can't really just see them randomly because there's a lot of papers that needs to be processed, and only the schools who have medical
Nonsense.
yes, like that, who have medical courses can have access to those. And I was really curious about the faces because yeah, the faces, because it's a person's identity, right? Hey, did you remember we even saw a tattoo?
Yeah, and a diamond earring.
Yeah, and then there was also a ring. I
Yeah,
think
a ring. Yeah.
So like it made me realize that even the person is dead, even though everything about that person is open,
Yeah.
that person was still existed. That person had an identity, and that person had a life. So it made me quite emotional and sentimental, and it made me
Yeah.
think that wow, imagine if I was that
That
person. Like, can you imagine me on that table
Yeah,
open
for student nurse and
Yeah.
student doctors just
to like to study about?
yeah.
So imagine if I was the one getting checked, what vein, what artery, what muscle, what bone. Wow. So like it made me really like life is really beautiful.
Yeah.
And we're so blessed that we're learning these kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's not just for us, it's not just for amazement, but this is for the general advantage of everyone that we're studying. It's not just for our own knowledge, but so
Yeah.
that we can help and serve everyone
Yeah.
in the near future.
So we are both nursing students,
Yes.
right? If you want to advise nursing students,
Feel free to do so.
so how can you advise them, like, oh, a fresher from high school that want to study
Oh,
nurse?
okay.
So what can you advise them?
Okay. I will share a little bit of my story because nursing is actually not my first course. My first course is actually medtech.
Okay.
Medtech, so it's mostly in the lab. It's mostly about parasites. It's really microbiology and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I realized during the first 2 months, 2 to 3 months, that it wasn't for me. You know why? It's because I noticed that if you're like a medical technologist, you mostly stay just in the lab,
Yeah.
and then you have like minimal interactions with people.
And let me do shout out to my friend who is a lab tech, Okikoluwa. Shout out to you. You're talking about your course now. I love you.
Okay, so yeah, and then if you noticed, or maybe you don't know me that well yet. If you noticed, I love talking. I love
Yeah.
being with people.
And you love writing.
Yes.
She jots anything.
Because I think everything is important.
Yeah.
And mostly, people say a lot of words and they're words of wisdom. Okay, we're shifting the topic. Anyway, I love talking to people. I love socializing. Like I get energy from the people whom I talk to. I really love learning stories, learning your experiences. I love knowing a person. So I realized I think that would be hard as a med tech because it's usually just you
You
just
see
get
that
specimens.
way. Yeah.
So I realized, okay, I think I want to shift. I really want to shift. So I did. I went to nursing because, nursing is more on caring, more on being patient centered. We are having a care plan. If you all know the nursing care plan, we are doing that so that you can reach your optimal health. We need to ask for what do you want to do.
If you're a nurse, that you're a caregiver. That's just that's just the definition of a nurse. If you are a nurse, you are there to care for you. You are the nurse person to your patients.
Yeah.
The doctors, shout out to our doctors, but the doctors are far away from their patients.
Yeah.
You are next to your patients to report to the doctor. That's just it.
You're,
And if you are not caring, your
Mhm.
patients will not tell you everything the person should,
Yes.
then you have no information to give to the doctor. That's
Yes.
just it.
Nurses are very close to the patients, as you know, they monitor you, and it's not just your what do you call that? It's not just your scientific data, but it's also your the wholeness of everything about you, your emotional,
Yeah.
your mental health, even your social life. Because we need to make sure that when you get out of the hospital, your optimal health is,
It's
yeah,
your
it's really
priority.
optimal. Yes, it's the overall well-being. It's not just, oh, you need, oh, you're not sick already because you're not feeling hot, so you're good to go. It's not just that. We need to think, do you feel okay? Do you have the mental capacity already? Are you doing good? It's that. It's everything. So to those who wants to become nursing students, to those who wants to become nurses or maybe proceed after medicine, one thing maybe that would it's because this is what happened to me. If you love socializing, if you love caring about patients, not just science things, but you want to care as a person, then you should take this.
Yeah.
This is for you.
Yeah. So if, as Abby just said, that if you love caring about people, if you want to know more about people, take nursing. Nursing is the best course in the whole world. Yeah, I said it. Nursing is the best course in the whole world. No, no cap. Okay.
Yes, yes. No cap in here.
No
No cap
cap. No
in.
cap. Yeah, we are the best people in the whole world. We have nursing day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have a lot of. Have you ever seen doctors day? I don't think so. Have you ever seen engineering day? I don't know. But we have a lot of nursing day because we care for people. Yeah, there are a lot of bad nurses destroying our work. But as a nursing student, what they taught us in school is give care. Mother of nursing, she the what brought nursing up, why she invented nursing is because she cared for others.
Yeah.
Why the reason why they separate nursing school from other schools is because we need to know more. They need to give us more time to make research. They need to put us one place to teach us morally and everything. In nursing school, they don't just teach you how to go to school, how to pass your exam alone, your character, your neatness, your health,
Yeah.
everything. So if you're considering to be a nurse, you are in the right track. Okay, nursing is the best course in the whole world. So Abigail, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining me on this channel today.
Oh, I have something to add.
Okay.
So nursing, it's not just, I of course you learn about how to do proper things, right? It's maybe sometimes people think na, oh, nursing is just, you'll be like, some Filipinos say that caregivers are like, what do you call, it's like a low thing
Yeah.
because you'll clean toilets, you'll be like a
They
helper.
underrate nurses.
Yeah, yeah, they think like that, but you know, it's actually a really decent and a very wholesome job. It's because even though it can be done by everyone, only those who are really passionate can bring out the best in their patients and your family as well. You can, for example, of course, you'll be taking blood pressures and stuff, all
Yeah,
those
yeah.
scientific things.
Yeah.
You can help your family.
Abby, do you actually know why I want to be a nurse?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my mom is a nurse.
Mm.
Okay, and I spent 22 years in Nigeria before coming to this country. And in all of 22 years of my life, I've never been to hospital. I'm I don't want to mention my gender. Okay, I'm AA. I'm not a sickle cell, but I sick a lot because AA are prone to malaria. I even knew AA are prone to malaria later in life, but I just like almost every week I sick, but my mom will just give me injection and I will be okay. So I also want to take care of my family that way, and I love to dance. I love to mingle with people. If I stay with you for just 10 minutes, I will relate with you very well. So I love to do that to my patients. I love people to be
Yes.
convenient
Yes.
around me. So that's why I wanted to become a nurse. So if you don't have all these characteristics, if you are not ready to serve others, you are not welcome in nursing. Okay, let me say this straight. Enough of bad nurses.
Yeah.
Enough of nurses shouting at their patients. Enough of nurses not being patient enough to talk to the relative of their patients. Okay, if you are not ready to serve, if you think you can't do some little things to help others, if you think if you can't wash stuff, you can't clean your patients off, then don't come to nursing, because you're going to see a lot in nursing, even what you don't expect.
You really
Okay,
need
but we are prepared for that.
patience. That's what you really need. Patience and passion.
And passion, okay, to care for them. And so this, we are still nursing students, we are not graduates yet, but this is our experience so far about online classes and face-to-face classes. So till next video, please like, subscribe,
Comment
share,
down below.
and comment. We see you on our next video.
Make sure that you subscribe, huh?
And I know very soon Abby will be joining me back on my YouTube channel.
Yes,
Let's talk about life.